Hello, my friend. Welcome to your 7-minute tutorial on how to use your Trigger Point Therapy MobiPoint massage ball. This is one of my favorite tools ever. That's why if you're a client that's watching this, that's why you got it for Christmas. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is place that ball underneath the arch of your foot. Now you're in charge of the pressure on this. You might wanna be close to a wall in case being on one leg makes you feel a little bit unstable. We want you to be able to concentrate on feeling good on this. So that extra addition of having the wall close to you is going to allow you to manage the pressure that's on the ball a little bit too. So what I'd like you to do is breathe deeply while you're doing this. Roll it around under the arch of your foot, and if you find any tender spaces, just stay in that spot. Take 2 to 3 breaths and see if you can get it to come undone. All right, so now what I'm doing is I've placed the ball underneath my toes, and I'm just kind of going from the inside of from my inside toe, from my big toe to my little toe. And I'm switching legs here already, but by all means, take as much time as you'd like on each foot. So here again, I'm going over the arch of my foot, searching, kind of seeking out any tender spots or hot spots, however you think about them, spots that are maybe a little more painful. I promise it'll get better if you do this regularly. When you find those spots, pause on it, just apply pressure. You might be able to gradually add more pressure. But just don't let it be like extreme pain, but a little pain, a little tenderness. Those are the spots that you want to pay attention to. All right, so I'm taking the ball underneath my toes again. You're kind of wrapping your toes around it. Let the toes spread apart. Really taking good care of our feet is good for our whole body. If you know anything about reflexology, it's pretty fascinating stuff. How much these different points on your feet are connected to the rest of your body. For time's sake, I'm not going to talk about that too much today. All right, next up, we're gonna use that ball on our pecs. This one is so great for any of you that sit at a desk for any length of time, or for any of you that want to have better posture, better breathing. So I've placed both of my hands on top of the ball, and then it's the same idea. I'm just moving that ball around slowly. Try not to crunch your shoulders up. Just explore that whole space on your chest. And when you feel tender spots, which I have a lot of them, it's not abnormal to have a lot of them, pause there and breathe. See if you can get that trigger point to release. You might find that pressing on some of those trigger points sends referral, sometimes a little pain into other places in your body. That's not abnormal either. Just go easy on yourself. Yes, foam rolling and this trigger point work can be a little bit painful from time to time, but again, not anything extreme. Okay, so next. Okay, so see that little space between your spine and your shoulder blade? That's where I want you to place the ball. Beneath you and the floor. Kind of start at the bottom of your shoulder blade. What we're going to do is we're going to keep our legs bent. Quick note, some of you might want a cushion, a pillow, or a yoga block underneath your head to support your neck, because that ball is going to lift your spine up a little bit, and that can be uncomfortable. So search around, see if you can find any of those tender spots, and continue to breathe deep. We're just going to slowly kind of inch our way down and let that ball move up closer to your neck. With any sort of foam rolling, whether it's with a ball or with a foam roller, just make sure you don't go over the bone. So don't go over your spine. Now what I've done here is I've changed my arm position. So I brought my hand up into that like distress position. That's just going to create a little bit different space for you to work inside of. Again, searching for any of those knots or trigger points that can really cause discomfort in our upper bodies, in our necks, in our back. Okay, so I've switched the ball to the other side. And same idea, I'm just going to slowly start to work my way up closer to my neck, my upper traps, pausing anywhere that feels tender. Be gracious with yourself here. All of us have spots like this. I promise it'll feel better when it's over. When you make your way up higher into that muscle, again, closer to the top of your shoulder or up near your neck, that's when you can use that position of bringing the back of your hand against your forehead. Okay, and next, what we're gonna do is we are going to place that ball underneath your butt cheek. So think like the center of that meaty part of your butt. Then you're going to keep one leg bent, and the side that you're working on, just let that leg, bent leg, start to slowly drop off to the side. Take your time on this. This one can be really uncomfortable for a lot of us, but knots in this area of your body, and you can move that little ball around. That little ball doesn't cover a lot of surface in your booty, so it's going to take a couple different positions as you search around. Spend some time with this. But pain in this area, or trigger points, in this area can cause a lot of pain in our low back. So it's a great place to pay attention to. Our glute medius, our piriformis. We want to take good care of our backside. And all of you that know me know how much I love butts and making sure that they are healthy and that those muscles are doing their job, again, to keep you out of back pain in your future. So I've switched over to the other side. If any of these feel like the pain doesn't drop off, come back to this a couple minutes every day. Okay, so last thing we're gonna do together, I'm just taking that ball. So this is just another way to give some attention to your feet if you don't feel like standing. Sometimes after a long day, it can just feel a little bit nicer to sit on the ground. So I'm just spending a couple of seconds here rolling on my foot. Try to keep your arms as straight as possible on this and use your body weight as you lean forward rather than using just pure strength in your arms. All right, so make a note if any of those felt good. Stay with it a few more seconds, a few more days, a couple minutes each day are gonna make a real big difference in your overall feeling good on a daily basis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.